vingtaine de femmes entrepreneurs ont reçu, après 10 semaines de formation, le certificat au National Women Entrepreneur Council en fin de matinée du 20 juillet 2018. Sponsorisée par la compagnie Lafarge Holcim, cette formation de leadership a permis, selon le CEO de l'entreprise, Jimmy Kahn, aux femmes entrepreneurs de connaître les tenants et les aboutissants du monde des PME.
The point simply was, honestly, it takes a community to understand the value, but sometimes those communities can be a little bit slow. And unfortunately, that's, I think, where the challenge comes in, that you need the courage and the fortitude to step up yourself. And that's not easy. It's absolutely not easy. So the fact that all of you are here, you've been through this course, you've done it probably in an environment that maybe wasn't the most encouraging, wasn't the most supportive, I think is fantastic. Super, super proud to be here. And I'm so glad that we could work with an organization like WIN that could allow us to participate in something like this.
Pour sa part, Georgina Ragaven a indiqué à l'assistance que c'est un grand pas qui a été accompli par elle et que son organisation, la NWEC, sera toujours présente pour les épauler.
Dear graduates, this is your morning. I stand here looking at you and feel so proud to have been part of your transformational journey. Congratulations, and now go and make things happen. Be the leaders and the empowered women you're meant to be. I personally have a very close heart connection with Lafarge Holcim, having seen their transformation in some years grow and develop to the company they are. This is the second group Lafarge Holcim have actually sponsored for the empowerment of women, and I want to thank them wholeheartedly for believing in women and trusting us to be part of this journey together.
Interrogée, Sadikia, qui exerce un métier de pâtissière, a indiqué que la formation va lui permettre de faire avancer son entreprise.
J'ai bien appris parce qu'on a appris à se lâcher. Il y avait des trucs qu'on avait renfermés à l'intérieur qui nous a évité à progresser et avoir plus confiance en nous-mêmes pour pouvoir avancer de l'avant.
Qu'est-ce qui vous a apporté à suivre ce cours?
Et je suis enregistrée avec le Women Entrepreneur et là on m'a demandé de venir sur ce cours-là. Et j'ai fait le nécessaire pour trouver du temps pour venir.
Ça c'est important de trouver du temps.
Oui, et je remercie mon papa aussi qui m'a supporté parce que c'est lui qui allait me remplacer au travail pendant que moi je suivais mes cours.
Brenda Couturière va améliorer ses produits quand elle a des armes pour combattre la concurrence.
Ça fait permettre moi pour réfléchir, pour capable faire plus.
Plus de créativité ou bien plus vers la vente?
Voilà, pas vers l'avant.
C'est un point faible, vous pensez que oui, non, ou bien Couturière, non?
Et au fait, c'est l'esprit compétition qui est là. Donc, vu qu'il y a trop beaucoup de l'esprit compétition, des fois, tu penses que tu n'es pas capable d'aller de l'avant.
Jimmy Kahn nous a indiqué qu'être entrepreneur féminin n'est pas une mince affaire.
The biggest message I learned living in the US is that failure is part of success. And it's how you manage failure that really shows your ability to succeed long term. And I hope I failed in my life, and I think it's how I deal with those failures that's helped me become who I am today.
And you say that you are happy, you are in a company, you have all these problems. Do you want to be an entrepreneur one day?
You ask a very difficult question, sir. I have to admit, I'm aware of the values of being an entrepreneur, but there's also the challenges and the difficulties of it. One day I do hope. It takes a lot of courage, a lot of strength, and a lot of perseverance. And I think those of us that have day-to-day jobs, we don't realize sometimes how challenging that can be. But one day I do hope to become an entrepreneur and have my own business.
Une semaine?
Let's see about that.
Pour terminer, voici les différents concours prononcés lors de la cérémonie de remise des certificats au National Women Entrepreneur Council.
Ms. Georgina Ragavan, WIN Executive Director and representative of the NWEC. WIN board members, representatives of the National Women Entrepreneur Council and of Lafarge Holcim, WLP trainers, facilitators and trainees, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. A very warm welcome to you all, despite the chill. But ladies, you would agree we managed to get the sun for you today, right? So today we are gathered to celebrate the achievement of a group of exceptional women who have completed the WIN Leadership Program, sponsored this time by Lafarge Holcim. Congratulations, ladies. You really deserve a big round of applause. We wish to convey pay our warmest thanks to all our guests present today for their support in helping us recognize the efforts of these women in this celebration of their accomplishment. I have the pleasure now to call upon Ms. Anuradha Nunku, WIN Chairperson, for the opening address.
Thank you, Bina. Mr. Jimmy Khan, MD of Lafarge, Mrs. Georgina Raghavan, representative of NWEC and WIN Executive Director, WIN board members, WLP trainers, facilitators, and wonderful women present today, and men as well. A very good morning to all of you. It is indeed an extremely delightful moment that we are sharing today. It is after a long journey of 10 weeks and a wonderful learning process that we are meeting today to celebrate the achievement that you have made for yourself. You have chosen to be special ladies, you have chosen to stand out of the lot, and congratulations to you all. As chairperson of WIN, Women in Networking, we are a group of women who offers a platform for women like minds to join us to endeavor to work on our mission, which is human beings are born with equal rights and dignity. And one of our axes is training, which is women leadership training. And for the past 10 years and more, we have been carrying out this training. We set ourselves an objective to have at least 300 women over 10 years trained in leadership program. But we are proud today to say that we have surpassed that number by large. And we have more than, it's nearly 1,000 women on the island who have followed the WIN leadership training. And this is really an achievement and it is self-satisfaction for all of us. As you can remember, as I can see the faces here, the journey started. I could see some shy women here who could hardly speak their heart. But at the end of a few sessions, or even at the second and third session, we could feel the enthusiasm, we could feel the buzz, we could feel the connection of each and every woman present, where they felt the comfort, the trust to share and learn from each other. I am so proud of you women. You made a choice. You made a choice to make a difference in your life, and you made it. So from now on, moving onwards, as we have always repeated in the course, don't let anybody pull you down. When I say anybody, I mean anybody. Be it your son, be it your husband, be it another woman. Okay, so feel proud of your achievement, feel proud of who you are today, feel proud of the choice you have made to make you a better person and to stand on your feet and to be independent in the mind and in your actions. So I can only wish you with all my heart loads of success and happiness, and may you keep contaminating other women to be like you. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I thought you ladies had found your voice. Good morning, everybody. Great. Do you remember one of the things we did at the very beginning of the course? Pat the lady or the gentleman next to you on the back. Congratulate them for making the choice of wanting to be changed and be here today. You know, it's amazing to see all of you here today graduating after 10 weeks. And I'm not going to go through the whole protocol of Jimmy Khan, WIN, NWEC. You're all here for a purpose. We're all here because we believe in empowering you women. I have two apologies to make for this morning. The first one is from the Honourable Minister. She has cabinet, so she couldn't be here. And the second is from our chairperson, Sandra Mayotte. Due to an emergency at work, she had to rush to work and she could not be here herself. But she has sent a message for you, and she asked me to read it on her behalf very quickly. The message begins, Dear Georgina, I am so sad not to be attending the awards ceremony this morning. My apologies to all the Lafarge, NWEC, and women present this morning. Thank you for your comprehension and support. And then she adds, please read this small message to the ladies graduating. Thank you, Sandra Mayor, Chairperson, NWEC. She starts with a quote. We need women at all levels, including the top, to change the dynamic, reshape, and the conversation, to make sure women's voices are heard and heeded, not overlooked and ignored. Sheryl Sandberg. Now Sandra adds, Dear all, today I was going to make it my first speech in front of all of you women, and in front of Lafarge, and in front of Gwyn. All these women that have been present for the course, this was going to be my first official event, and I am really sorry to be missing it. For professional reasons, I cannot be with you, but my heart is with you all. I am thankful to Lafarge Holcim and to Gwyn for believing in the empowerment of women. And to you, ladies, now that you have got the tools as empowered women, go out there, become the entrepreneurs you want to be, go out there and make a change in your community. Congratulations to all of you. Sandra Mayor, Chairperson, National Entrepreneur Council. So, that's her message, now mine. Dear graduates, this is your morning. I stand here looking at you and feel so proud to have been part of your transformational journey. Congratulations, and now go and make things happen. Be the leaders and the empowered women you're meant to be. I personally have a very close heart connection with Lafarge Holcim, having seen their transformation in some years grow and develop to the company they are. This is the second group Lafarge Holcim have actually sponsored for the empowerment of women. And I want to thank them wholeheartedly for believing in women and trusting us to be part of this journey together. In fact, some of you may remember Mr. Chandan Iraman. He was here sharing with you all about health and safety. And, you know, I cannot miss the opportunity of saying, will there be a third course?
No pressure.
No pressure whatsoever. Cameras, keep rolling. I would like to thank the NWEC staff for being part of the journey as well, because it's a team effort. And you have been with us. And of course it's the members of NWEC who benefit, but the NWEC staff are part of the journey with us as well. Thank you all very much. Thank you again to Win, and thank you of course to our sponsors, because without you, this would not be possible. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. Ms. Chairperson, Ms. Nanku, Georgina, the fantastic staff of the National Women Entrepreneur Council, and of course all of you, and the press. I don't want to upset the press. Get that for me. So all of you, listen, I'm not a very formal person. I'm from North America, I'm from the US. I've had the opportunity to live in a lot of countries and work in a lot of countries. And I think there's one reality or truth that I've had to experience working in Pakistan, in Nigeria, in India, in Brazil, in China, growing up in America. And it's the people that win, the countries that win, the communities that win, the cultures that win, are the ones that realize as soon as possible that women are not only part of the solution, but they're the ones that will actually help us. Did you want me to hold it, or? I guess maybe I'm a little bit taller. I can hold it if you want. All right. The point simply was, it honestly, it takes a community to understand the value. but sometimes those communities can be a little bit slow. And unfortunately, that's, I think, where the challenge comes in, that you need the courage and the fortitude to step up yourself. And that's not easy. It's absolutely not easy. So the fact that all of you are here, you've been through this course, you've done it probably in an environment that maybe wasn't the most encouraging, wasn't the most supportive, I think is fantastic. Super, super proud to be here. And I'm so glad that we could work with an organization like WIN that could allow us to participate in something like this. We should not be thanked. They should be thanked for allowing us to contribute to make something like this a reality. So thank you very much. WIN is very well recognized and appreciated. All right. So I have some things to share. I've been in Mauritius 2.5 years, and it's been an amazing experience. So Lafarge Olsen, we're a construction company, but a supplier. We do béton and ciment, concrete and cement. It's not very sexy, it's not very exciting, but it is what builds our lovely country. And when I arrived, I asked Mr. Bejnath, who's the head of our sales organization, I said, I'd love to meet some of our customers in the Kankaris and to see how they function, what are their needs, what are their concerns. He goes, okay, Jimmy, let's go. And we went to these huge stores of Vishal Hardware in Jagdish and Menama and Obilak. It always had the gentleman's name on the top of the Kankati. And I would walk in and I'd say, hi, my name is Jimmy Khan. I'd love to meet the owner of this business, this store. And of course, Jagdish would come up front, Amit would come up front, Menama would come up front, and they'd say, sir, this is my store. And I was like, wow, fantastic. I said, listen, I have some questions about your business. They're like, wait. And they would call their wife to come to the front. And I promise you, it didn't happen once or twice. I mean, how frequently did that happen? 90% of the time. You know, it's an amazing thing. And a lot of these women that we would interact with, you know, I think that there's a reality. There are differences between men and women. But I think by nature, women have more empathy and they have more intuition just by God-given right. But sometimes they don't have the opportunity. And it's a tragedy, it really is. So these women in these hardware stores, that their husbands' names are on the front and their sons' names, they're running the business, they're running the show. And they did it through that natural ability that they had in a difficult environment to find success. And your situation isn't that much easier. It isn't. And I realized that, and I recognized that. So when I heard about what we were doing, that we had the ability to participate in this, I really was excited. I really believe in it. And I hope you believe in yourselves. There was some amazing speeches made about confidence. I think, Snugby, you mentioned it in the beginning. You have to believe in yourself. You have got to believe in yourself, and this is a start. But the journey that some of you have chosen on entrepreneurship, the reality is it's not going to be easy. It's not. It's great. I saw the classes on leadership, finance, management, marketing. Listen, I've made more mistakes in my life. I have, than most people that I know. And the reality is, entrepreneurship is harder than the path I've taken. I work in a company. I have options. I can go here, I can go there. Entrepreneurship takes real courage, real courage. I would just ask that be ready. You will fail. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week, maybe not for 5 years, but you will fail. You will have hardships. Things will always not be perfect. Don't lose your confidence. Don't lose your drive. Don't get discouraged. Those who really make it are the ones that can absorb that failure. It's how you respond to failure that leads to greatness. So I hope, out of all I hope this is the part that you remember, please. It's not going to be easy, but you've taken this first amazing step, and continue. Don't be demotivated. You're going to be amazing, and I know it. I believe it. Thank you very much.